first biggest fight of his career. Let's see how he got on.
Obey my commands at all time, protect yourself at all time, give the best you can, shake hands.
12 3-minute rounds for the vacant European Light Welterweight Championship.
Final instructions from the man who refereed the first Lennox Lewis Hassim Rahman World Heavyweight title fight a few years ago in Carnival City in Johannesburg, and from Belgium Daniel van der Weijl finds himself in the Nottingham Ice Arena officiating in this contest to decide who is going to win the vacant European Light Welterweight Championship. The title vacated by Octay Urcal. And the man coming out of the red corner from Syracuse in Italy, the 30-year-old Salvatore Battaglia, lost some 16 months ago in a split decision in Germany to Octay Urcal. He's taller than his opponent, the current British and Commonwealth light welterweight champion Junior Witter, and he's one of those nasty southpaws. Both of them 30 years of age. Witter much more experience, having been a world title challenger, and this is his 14th contest since he lost in perhaps ill-advised challenge to one of the greats of the modern era, Zab Judah. A defining moment this for Junior Witter and Duke McKenzie. It's a contest he cannot afford to lose.
Well, not only can he not afford to lose it, but with that defeat would also go his world ranking. That will go right out the window as well. But you know, Witter for me has been waiting for a world championship fight for a little bit too long now.
Well, he's been chasing a man who used to be his former stablemate, Ricky Hatton. I don't see that contest happening unless Hatton should lose in the near future and circumstances force a meeting between the two, and that's a contest that all of Britain would certainly love to see. But Witter has to concentrate now, having talked a pretty good game. He's got to concentrate, and he's got to win this vacant European title, because that would increase his status. Oh, wonderful uppercut from Witter. What a great shot that was. And Battaglia took that flush, and that speaks volumes about the Italian's chin, but there's a look of anxiety on the face of Battaglia. What a terrific uppercut that was by the unorthodox Junior Witter. Not even midway through the first round, and signs that Witter is living up to his nickname of Witter the Hitter.
You know, Witter's a switch hitter, and that's just the kind of guy you don't want to fight. Somebody as cute as him, who just doesn't know what punch he's going to throw and can unload with a nice sweet shot like that at any given point. He's so unorthodox, he's Witter.
He's got him again, round the corner right. Referee steps in, gives him the 8 count. What a good opening round by Witter. Threatened to put him down with an uppercut. Tagged him again with a round the corner right hand. A minute still to go. Can Witter produce a major sensation here? Almost got him again with the right hand. Witter back to orthodox. He had switched to southpaw just to match what Battaglia was doing, and the anxiety is picked out in stark relief now in the face of Salvatore Battaglia. Witter again goes southpaw, and Battaglia is in a bit of trouble. Wonderful left hand.
This is excellent from Witter. I tell you, this has got a world-class performer in front of him, and he's just dismantling him at will. He really is. Witter's going to really make a statement if he can nail this guy in the first round to the rest of the light welterweights in the world. That includes Ricky Hatton, that he's ready for his shot.
Well, the judges from Luxembourg, Spain and France might not be needed. There's a bit of a nick underneath the right eye of Salvatore Battaglia, who's looking very, very wobbly indeed, and Witter threatened to get rid of him in the first round. What an opening 3 minutes by Junior Witter. He confuses everybody who's ever looked at boxing in terms of the way he approaches some things and the way he stands in the ring. But Brendan Ingle and Dominic Ingle and John Ingle, the Ingle family, will be hugely pleased. There was that chopping right hand. Now, he was off balance, to be fair. He was off balance, but that certainly justified the 8th count. And Witter coming forward, and look at Battaglia. Witter getting him in again that right hand. And he was on his way back, and he got absolutely whacked, and down he went. What a terrific opening round that was for this man.
Use the wrist. The wrist will flick in his face, then you'll hit him with your bones. The beautiful wide uppercut. You understand, your left too, but then spin out off him.
Well, what an opening 3 minutes from Junior Witter.
Well, that's part of the importance of fighting at home. You know, if this fight had been in Italy, they'd have called that a slip.
Well, I think you're maybe doing them a slight disservice. I think that was there for everybody to see, and I think the officials appointed by the EBU would have recognised that. Witter now, interestingly, has got the hands held up a lot higher than he did in the first round. Sometimes gets himself into a situation where he's a wee bit off balance, and he's back to southpaw again to try to counter the style of the Italian, Salvatore Battaglia. Has been a pro for just about 8 years.
See, Witter's already found a way to take away the height deficit, which is obviously against him. He's just holding his hands very, very loose. He's really soft. Fantastic shot. I felt that one. I'm not even.
It's all over. Surely it's going to be stopped. The first shot, Witter was actually off balance. He was moving away from Battaglia when he landed with that right hand. But the second shot was an absolute gem. And Battaglia is in serious bother here. And Witter is going to win this European title, surely. Looking for the big finish now. Battaglia, that was a slip. Was it? Well, I thought that was a slip. I didn't see the shot landing. Battaglia landed in the seat of his pants, and Witter has won it in spectacular style. With just about a minute gone in the second round. Unbelievable. Great performance. Brendan Ingle is leaning over and shouting down at us, where is Ricky Hatton? I'm afraid, dear Brendan, I cannot answer that. But we know where Junior Witter is, and that's right at the top of Europe at the moment. He's the British champion, he's the Commonwealth champion, and he's now the European champion. What a spectacular finish in just the second round. And from the moment he landed with the right uppercut in the first round, you felt that Witter was going to win this well inside the distance, and that's how it turned out. Well, look at Witter, unorthodox as ever. Wonderful slicing right hand, and he was moving backward when he threw that shot. Battaglia trying to kid on that it was a slip. It certainly wasn't. Second one coming up. Look at the look on Battaglia's face, really looking anxious. Round the corner, caught him on the temple. Away he went. Had to hold on for all he was worth. Battaglia doing his very best to come back. Well, I was right, I think, because that just grazed him and no more. There wasn't any contact, but down he went and the referee stopped it.
Well, the speed of the punch off the first knockdown from Witter, that's what done the damage. And you've got Brendan Ingle now quite rightly saying, well, where's Ricky Hatton? They keep talking about not having opponents for Hatton. Well, he got one right here in Junior Witter.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 18 seconds of round two, the referee has stopped the contest. The winner by TKO and the new light welterweight champion of Europe, Junior the Hitter Witter.
Well, he knew that this was going to be his
Ladies
night.
and gentlemen, please show your appreciation.
And Junior Witter knew that he had to produce a very
Battaglia.
special performance against a man who took Octay Orcal 12 rounds, losing on a split decision only some 16 months ago. Junior Witter has added the European title to his British and Commonwealth titles, and he has put himself right back into, well, the front line for another crack at a world title, having lost to Zab Judah in Glasgow almost 4 years ago. The worst night of his career, but he's bounced back, and this must rate with one of the best nights of his career. It was altogether a terrific performance. He does look sometimes, Duke, awfully unorthodox, but my goodness, he's effective.
Well, I tell you what, not only is he effective, he hasn't put a foot wrong since the Zab Judah fight. Everyone loses every now and again, and he's come back so much better. It's been a test of character, I believe, for Witter, and he's shown that he's got more than that in abundance.
Well, he's won 13 in a row, or had won 13 in a row up until this evening, all by stoppage. And Junior Witter has now won 14 contests in a row since his loss to Zab Judah, and this, I think, will give him huge satisfaction. And I suppose the question that's going to be asked is, where exactly is Ricky Hatton? But I think there'll be more questions than that posed by our man at ringside, who's been joined by Junior Witter. And let's go over to hear what the new European champion has to say, because now he's with Mike Costello.
Junior, you've been waiting for the chance to showcase what you've got. Tonight it came. Definitely. I mean, he's a good, durable opponent. Went 12 rounds with Urkel, the former champion. I mean, give him all the trouble he needed. Got a split decision in Germany, and I just did him in 2 rounds. I mean,
was the plan to jump on him early?
The plan was to just see how it goes. I went out, and as soon as the power started landing, I realised I could land it, and it was hurting him, so just went with it.
Every time you step into the ring, the name of Ricky Hatton is mentioned. What's your message?
Bring it. You say you're not happy with Frank, step up. BBC will do it. I know I'll do it. My team behind me will do it. NSC will put it on, and I'll destroy you.
But that will be a very different proposition.
Oh, yeah. But everyone's tough, I mean, he's a world-ranked opponent. I mean, he's known throughout the world. Ricky's beat up a lot of domestic fighters throughout the world. He's picked domestic fighters from all over a different scene, and he's beat them up. He hasn't beat a true world-class opponent for me. An active, physical person who's on the game. I've done that, yeah, and I'll do it again. And I will just move on. I've got the European, British, Commonwealth, and European. I think there's about 8 people in history have ever done it and had them all at the same time. And that's me, and I'm one of them. You know what I mean? That's how good I am. The hard way, I just need the opportunity to fight. I mean, showcase my style. As long as I get it, I'll produce the goods.
You've become known as somebody who's been avoided by the big names. I mean, from your position and where you stand, how much of a chance is there of the Hatton fight happening?
Well, there's every chance if he wants to leave Frank, or if Frank wants to put it on. I mean, I've signed a deal, and I know I can get that fight whenever I want it. You know what I mean? There's no contracts what stops me from having that fight. There's only him. There's only him stopping that fight happening. I know that when I get in the ring, whoever's in front of me, I will destroy. 14 on the spin, I ain't gone past 5.
Are you happy to go to Manchester for the fight?
I've got a Timbuktu. I don't care. I box in Manchester. You know what I mean? I don't care where it is. If it's America, if it's Canada, if it's the North Pole, I'll do it, and I'll come out victorious.
And what about money? Do you want 50-50? Are you just as big a draw now?
I'm as big a draw. I'm better talent. You know what I mean? But money can be sorted out. It's not about the money. It's about proving you're the best. That's what boxing's all about, being the best in the world, being the best in Britain, the best in Commonwealth, best in Europe. I want to prove I'm the best in the world. I'm proving I'm the best in Europe. It's now his chance to step up and try and change the mind of people.
Anyway, well done tonight.
Thank you very much.